Everybody come and see. I say come and hear. I don't carry and come. Better information, superb advertisement. We no get the rifle. Oh, to get update and get informed. Oh, come to Celestial Half Hour. Celestial Half Hour TV. Now we be the best information carrier.
You look at the book of Genesis 15, verse 12. He said, I asked you to go and set a sacrifice for me. But now you are using a stick to drive the bird away from the sacrifice. They got a suspended sentencing. Since the time they have called Madame Fodio in Jos, after they killed him, they look for a plane, they cut all his meat into pieces, they throw it away. Just like how they scatter Bin Laden.
Yes, it's Pakistan.
Because by tomorrow, for any Muslim, for any Fulani to come and say, we are going to worship or want to buy area to worship, to make as a Mecca. Do you know Jerusalem is, do you know Mecca is African country? They got a suspended sentencing. Since the time they have called Madame Fodio in Jos, after they killed him, they look for a plane, they cut all his meat into pieces, they throw it away. Just like how they scatter Bin Laden.
Yes, it's Pakistan.
Because by tomorrow, for any Muslim, for any Fulani to come and say, we are going to worship or want to buy area to worship, to make as a Mecca. Do you know Jerusalem is, do you know Mecca is African country?
Yes.
You know? Okay. Khashoggi, you do know Khashoggi?
Yes, they came talking by the Muhammad.
No, by the prince.
Yes.
The king of Saudi Arabia.
He ordered them to go and, when he was in the embassy of Saudi Arabia in Turkey.
Yeah. So he was slashed into pieces.
Because he was trying to reveal some information.
Good. Later, the same prince again killed his own sister.
Yes.
Who wanted to raise ugly head.
Yes.
Okay. Then when you look at the book of Exodus 1, 8, 9, 10, he said the government has changed. There is one king who did not even remember Joseph. Then Exodus 2, 6 to 10, he said, I cannot harbor Moses again. Let's take him to the pool. He was kept in the Nile. Then he hung the sister in the bush. That when these people come to bath, we get this thing sorted. The only thing that can liberate us now is the people from China. They are coming in. They will teach the Muslim a hard lesson. They will teach the Christian a hard lesson. They will teach them how to use their hands to walk. That church is not the answer. Mosque is not the answer. If the Third World War spring up today, China will win America. China will defeat America. It's only a lot of life we waste with ballistic missile and everything. China is waiting for everything. If care is not taken with it,
Russia will trigger it.
if we did not wake up on time, there will be a time before 2060, a Chinese-born boy will rule Nigeria. Because the mother is a Nigerian with your law. Then, because you have to ask me, how did Moses grew up in the house of the king, Pharaoh? It was a trick. He said, go and call us a woman. And the original woman was called back. to take care of, and they both live in the palace for 40 years. So allow God to take his way. Let God to take his preeminence. When the time comes, there will be no Igbo. There will be no Yoruba. There will be no Hausa. It's only we are in a hurry. That is why some people want to build for their children. They want to build for their family. They want to build for their generation. Psalm 49. They're just wasting their time. Then what is in the brain of your son? What do you expect your son to do by growing up? If you have built for him, it will not work. It will not work. So that's the problem. That's the problem. So automatically, there's nothing can stop the growth of God. As the sun is still shining, the moon comes, then the air, the fresh air, the water, even up to now, we are not in short of fish. Have they one day shouted, oh, we are in short of fish in the whole world? No. But Chinese people said they have 500 million fish in their cover that biology did not give name. So they're just looking for a name. So there will be a time when a fish to cure cancer will be available. Now when you eat this fish, it will cure cancer. When you eat this fish, it cured HIV. When you eat this fish, it will make your children brilliant. You know, when you buy a plot of land and you want to build there, if you can bring a spiritualist to peruse all the plants that grow around the place, is the plant that you needed in life that was growing up there. But impatient, we want to build a big house and clear the whole thing. That the day you have prostates, they will now go to Elewe Omo, those selling those herbs. How do you know? I saw this leaf growing on my plot of land. But you'll be paying. So if we can have patience, if we can be patient, we don't need to be in a hurry. We'll get to where we're going. Because Moses was 40 years as a prince, 40 years as a... They have more than they needed. Even the governor of Ekiti, the governor of Abeokuta, every one of them, they can make this thing possible. Life is just one. And that's why he didn't even know how to talk. He didn't have good character. More than 300 wives, different children. He's bringing them to one roof, under one roof. Is there any sense in his house? So Pochirini. So Iwa Loba Awure. Sonny Ade ló tọ́jú Orlando. Sonny Ade ti gbé a lot of eléré dìde. But ó lè rí lójú ẹ̀. Ó lè rí lójú ẹ̀. Time táwọn Sonny Ade ń lo agolo káàkiri lóṣogbo l'Ógbómọ̀ṣọ́, they are still doing it till tomorrow. Then kò sí bó ṣe lè fẹ́ náwó tuntun. You know, Sonny Ade is very humble. Tó bá dẹ̀ rí ẹni ní irinṣẹ́ òjòna, olótúgbẹ́ lùkúdì mi, olólùmọ̀ gbé lùkúdì mi. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ìwà yìí náà ni. Nínú ayé kan yìí náà ń bí ni o. So bàbá commander, okay. O dẹ̀ ráhùn Shina Peters, wọn ò ní lè ṣẹ́ rí, Abíọ́lá ló ẹ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀. Wọ́n máa lọ pọ̀ obìnrin, wọ́n ní wọ́n pé lè máa ẹ̀pọ̀ wọn. Ìdẹ́nu bá wo bọ́ọ̀ì tó ń ṣe ovation ẹ̀ ń sè, ó fúnra ò níwà. Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù. Ṣé ló ń tẹ̀lé àwọn olówó káàkiri wọ́n lè fún kọ́sáàpù wọn? Nǹkan tó dálẹ̀ kò lè fi ṣe kankan. Àgbèrè àti ìgbéraga, ó wọ jet for a whole year. Ó lóun fly first class láti lè ní link láti inú plane. Ṣé ẹni tó bá pàdé inú plane káàdì nìkan náà kò máa fún ẹ?
Yes.
Ovation náà ti kún sí. Ṣèbí wà náà ni wọ́n. Ṣèbí wà náà ni wọ́n ni. So tó bá dẹ̀ wo Akérédolú, Akétì, kò sọ́ba tí ò lè rí sí, kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí, kò sówó tí ò lè jí, torí lọ́ọ̀yà ni, olùkọ́ Buckingham Palace, olùkọ́ sí Ìbàdàn, wọ́n sì sí Ọ̀wọ̀. Ìwà burúkú, ìwà olè, ìyàwó tó ti ní kánsà tí kàn ayé tó wọ̀ lójú tó yẹn kò lè dúró síbi tọkọ ti kú, ó fẹ́ lọ gbowó l'Àbújá, ìyẹn Akéde tó Ondo State. So ẹ wo ìwà lágbẹ́ tó bá gbé jẹ́nìkan bá lòun díkì, ẹlòmíkan jẹ́ general overseer, ẹlòmíkan pastor má fún lọ́mọ ẹ o. Tí wọ́n bá mú kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tán, wọ́n sọ ọ̀dọ̀ ẹran. Ṣé pastor ló ń pààyàn yẹn? Ṣebí nínú Redeem 4 years ago, pastor géèyàn sínú kúlà àwọn ká mọ́bẹ̀. nínú redeem ní ìwàyà ní headquarter àwọn ní
MF oníwáyà
odidi èèyàn sọ ǹtọ́ mọ́mú tó lọ sí revival pásítọ̀ ní tó bá dẹ́yìn tó wá complain then Olúkọ̀yà ìyàwó òsì lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni bọ̀dì lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣe corridor deliverance táwọn obìnrin máa ṣọ́múlẹ̀ ṣídìí ilẹ̀ ilé tó máa tún máa fi wo blue film okùn wo live. So when you look at all these things ṣé ìwà rèé then nígbà tí Jeremiah oníkọ́kọ́rọ́ jábọ́ látòrun ó jábọ́ gbogbo business Nigeria tó open ó tún lòun tó omi fún healing tó máa kó káàkiri hospital ṣìgbìyàn náà nìyẹn. So kí la fẹ́ sọ nínú ẹ̀sìn èwo la fẹ́ sọ èwo la fẹ́ gbọ́ èwo la ẹ dúró lórí ọwọ́ yín. Mo sọ fún ẹ nínú ẹ̀sìn lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹni tó báyàn gbé nǹkan láti bí ìdí títì kò mọ̀ pé ẹnìyẹn procurement manager ní
woman yẹn
bẹ́ẹ̀ ní Chevron ọmọ ìbọn ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń wáṣẹ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ tó kù wọ́n tún they were just making guess. Suppose you carry the bag, you now turn to tortoise, you turn to goat, you turn to this. They were saying it in English. And the woman is listening. That's how the woman got job. That is how the boy got job and was transferred out of what? His predicament. So he's a wa. And if you said we are going to screen that man, oh, that man, we are going to see him, we are going to his party, we are going to his birthday, is how it is with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, my brother, ìwà dáa ju àdúrà lọ. Tí anybody bá pè é fún prayer meeting, má lọ. Tí wọ́n bá pè é fún orí òkè, má lọ. Tí wọ́n bá pè é fún iṣẹ́, o lè lọ. So kò sí nǹkan tí àdúrà lè ṣe. Àdúrà ò lè bọ́ aṣọ tó wọ̀ sọ́rùn. Àdúrà ò lè bọ̀. Àdúrà ò lè ṣílẹ̀kùn láti jẹ́ pé amú kì í dé. Àdúrà ò lè gbóúnjẹ wá sórí tébù fún ẹ. Ẹgbẹ́ ni àdúrà ò lè ṣe rice. Àdúrà ò lè ṣe anything. Àdúrà ò lè ṣe. Àdúrà ṣe kí ni kò lè ṣe o. So automatically in anything tó bá ti fẹ́ ṣe láyé yẹ kí ìwà rere Celestial sọ ó ní ìwà rere gbogbo àwọn àgbà chọ́ọ̀chì káàkiri wọ́n ti dólè ìyẹn ló fi sọ pé àdúrà ìdájọ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti inú pẹpẹ àwọn tó yan pásítọ̀ sẹ̀lẹ́ǹsì nǹkan tó fẹ́ jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ni wọ́n torí ẹ̀ ṣèkà yẹn ó dẹ̀ máa wà ní rẹ́kọ̀dù wọn dọ̀la ṣèbí nínú sẹ̀lẹ́ yìí odidi àgbà sẹ̀lẹ́ ó súnmọ́lé then nípa tó obìnrin gbogbo ẹ̀ nínú sẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí kò sí mọ̀ tó ń ṣe then tó bá wọ àwọn àgbà sẹ̀lẹ̀ womanizer they womanize they do everything wọ́n máa gbé meeting wọ́n máa ṣe meeting kiri kí la ń ṣe meeting títí dàárọ̀ yìí Celestial Shepherd has no fixed salary they don't have salary tó bá rà trọ́sìtì tó ń kọ̀míìtì káàkiri yẹn àánú wọn ṣe mí mo ti ta mọ́tò mo ti ṣe com business tó pọ̀ mo mọ̀ jẹ́ lè create salary fara mi ni mo fi débi lè create salary fara mi mo ní factory ibi tó ń ti ṣọṣẹ́ mo ní factory a lot of things ibi tó ń ti ṣe òróró ṣe everything mo tún gbàyàn síṣẹ́ tó bá wá sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì yìí mẹ́ta lọ́kàn níbí yìí o factory ibi iṣẹ́ wà tó bá fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ factory wà wà á ṣọṣẹ́ àpáàkì british success back to sender so gbogbo ẹ̀ wá then lẹ́yìn yẹn kiri mo tún lè ṣòróró then mo tún ríran àtúnṣọṣẹ́ ẹni tó ṣọṣẹ́ fún tí mọ́tò ẹ̀ tà tó ní kí wọ́n gba 50,000 tí mo nínú ìdádúró ọjọ́ kórè tó bá fẹ́ ṣe kórè tó gbé màlúù wa èmi kọ́ ni mo fẹ́ gbà nítorí pé ó ní ọwọ́ afúnni òkè ló máa wà ẹni tó wọ̀ ẹ̀ bá ti wà ń sàlẹ̀ kò lè rọrùn wọ̀ káwọn èèyàn máa fún ẹ ní nǹkan kò lè rọrùn wọ̀ nǹkan tó kọ́ ba iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ jẹ́ nìyẹn ká àgbàlagbà jókòó sáyìíká táìmù yẹn kẹrì diabetes ló pa gbogbo ìdájà àwọn shepherd yẹn dà wọn ò ṣe exercise wọn ò ṣe medical check up wọn lè ṣe kó mọ mẹ́jọ láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ wọn jẹ cube sugar mẹ́jọ wọn mu coca-cola mẹ́jọ wọn jẹ ráìsì abọ́ mẹ́rin wọn ṣe add sugar every time nínú wọn fọ́ lójú airport kò sí kan tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ because no check up nǹkan ọ̀fẹ́ ewu dẹ̀ wà nù kan ọ̀fẹ́ ó ti tún dá wàhálà ní Ìbàdàn last year àwọn tó fẹ́ lọ gba rice ọ̀fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ nǹkan ọ̀fẹ́ Nigeria will never render service but they are waiting for tip you must render a service before you can get a tip oko ti wá ń sìn march làwọn ẹ̀ tó yẹ ká lọ sóko káàkiri kólúkúlùkù gbẹ kóńgò àgbàdo àtẹwà ìrọ wọn máa jòkó sí Kẹjà wọn retí gọọmenti Abíọ́lá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Tinubu, gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn ló mọ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó pay jù, mọ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tí ò pay jù tí ó yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. So automatically ìwà matters. Your behavior matters, take you to a greater, take you to a high place. When you didn't have a good behavior, forget it. Wọ́n lóbìnrin ò ní wà, ó lóun lórí ọkọ, ó lọ́kọ mẹ́jọ lòun ti fẹ́. Mark, when you look at the book of John 9, he said it. Then when you look at Mark 4:38. Then when you look at Mark 5:22, 23, 24. Then when you look at the book of John 8, from verse 36 to the end. Then when you look at the book of John 11:2, from 4 to 10, only Jésù dúró díẹ̀. Bóyá àìsàn tó ṣe Lásárù kò yẹ kó já sí ikú. Torí ìwà Lásárù dá sí Jésù. Later Jésù jíjà Lásárù dìde. Then when you look at Job, when you look at the Apostle 10, 1 to 10, ọlọ́nìkan wà tó ń pè ní Cornelius, onínú rere, oníwà rere, èèyàn kan náà ló tún pè ní Dorcas. So, when you look at the whole thing, then John 23, out of the Apostle 23, verse 13-23 says, only akoni jẹ akoni mu ọ̀tún tábà pa Paul. Then tó bá wá out of the Apostle 4 and 5 and 6, only ká lọ wá onínú rere. Then when you look at the book of 2 Kings 6 and 7, only we will not sleep. Let's go and tell them in the city. Pé oúnjẹ wà ń bí, wọ́n fi jẹ oúnjẹ ọ̀fẹ́. And Genesis 45, verse 17 to 24.
Genesis 45.
Only take the finest chariot to go and carry my father. Then he now said, only ni o ṣe Ọlọ́run in Genesis 50, from verse 14 to 17. Only have overlook it. And when you look at what he said in 45, only èmi ni Joseph ti ẹ̀ta sóko ẹrú, only ṣé bàbá mi ṣe wà, only mo ti dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yín jì yín, right from it.
Nígbà náà ni Joseph pèlè mojú dámọ̀ níwájú gbogbo àwọn tó dúró tì.
Are behaving like somebody who was not destined to be great. The little they have, they hold on to it. Whenever you voted them into power, their wife want to change the wardrobe. Their wife will change their pattern of life. Now Ayedatiwa's wife that's run away to other men is now back. Because the governor, the Ayedatiwa is now a governor. So automatically he wanted to occupy the position. All his friends has even walked to her. Yes, want to be first lady. First lady that has no character. First man that has no character. So I didn't mean he failed the governorship election. The woman will not come back. Because he wanted to come and behave like the wife of the late governor Akeredolu. Gbogbo ayé tí ìyàwó Akeredolu jẹ ló fẹ́ wá jẹ padà. Ó dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa lọ sí governor's wife ẹ̀kíní ìwà ńkọ́. And when you look at Joe Austin, even in America, the wife slapped air hostess inside the plane. And when you look at the wife of Babangida, the wife of Abiola, the wife of all these people, how they behave. And when you look at the life of Thomas Sankara, and this very young man who was the president now, behaving like what? Sankara. And I predicted before, the Lord will make Sankara reincarnate again in the military to take over that country, and it has come to pass. Everybody in Burkina Faso now, they are entitled to a house. He said he's going to build a house for all of them. Yes, even in Nigeria, it's supposed to be so. But Ikweremadu is a thief. Tinubu, all of them, they are thieves. They have more than they needed. Even the governor of Ekiti, the governor of Abeokuta, every one of them. They can make this thing possible. Life is just one, and life is too short. But they don't have character. They did not have what? Character.
Good character.
They didn't have it. Even the musicians. Look at this one that came from Ijebu, Kwam.
Wasiu Ayinde.
He didn't even know how to talk. He didn't have good character. More than 300 wives, different children. He's bringing them to under one roof. Is there any sense in Ayinde's house? And when you look at all these musicians today, they are all liars before they get to where they are. Voodoo. Look at the actor and the actresses now. When you look at it, sir, and look at all the kings today, when you get to the palace of the king, their wife is uncontrollable. Most of the kings in Nigeria, their wife do slap them. beat them like a baby. I've witnessed some before. And when you are taking somebody who you did not this virgin into the palace, giving them limousine, are you going to buy character for them?
Nígbà tá a ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwẹ̀ àti ìwà, ìbéèrè náà ni pé ìjẹ́ ṣé àbámọ̀dá ni ká pe àwẹ̀ ni àbí Bíbélì ló sọ àbáwọn wòlíì ni wọ́n kó fi lélẹ̀ àbí Jésù fi ọlọ́pàá pariwo àwẹ̀.
Bíbélì sọ.
Okay.
Even kí Jésù tó wá, àwẹ̀ wà.
Okay.
Even gbogbo wa láláwẹ̀.
Lọ́nà wo?
Okay. Ṣé o rántí bí ìlú ṣe rí ń sìn? Tó bá kọlu èèyàn nínú hold up lóṣòdì, ó lè múdi lọ́lẹ̀ o.
Wọ́n á ní ọ̀rá mìíràn.
Then a ní kó ra minerals kójú ẹ̀ lè wálẹ̀. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ ní kó ra míìkì fáwọn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé ti yẹ? Just to set it up. Then ìkejì, wọ́n tún lè sọ pé ìjẹ́rin làwọn ti jẹun gbẹ. That means pé àwẹ̀ ti bá
àwẹ̀ ńlẹ̀. Okay.
So eléyìí tí Kristẹni ṣẹ̀gbé jáde tó bá wo Extra 8 verse 23 then tó bá wo Mark 9 verse 29. Can somebody read that? Ṣé àwọn pé Extra ti wà kí Jésù tó wá, Jésù dẹ̀ ti wà pẹ̀lú bàbá ẹ̀ nígbà dídá ayé. Okay. Extra 8 verse 23. Yes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwa ń gbàwẹ̀ tí àwa sì bẹ Ọlọ́run wa nítorí èyí òun sì gbọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ wa. Nígbà náà ni mo yan ẹni 12 sí ọ̀tọ̀ nínú àwọn olórí àwọn àlùfáà Ṣerebia, Hasabia àti 10 nínú àwọn arákùnrin wọn pẹ̀lú wọn.
It's okay. So then when you look at the Old Testament too, in the book of 2 Samuel 12, from verse 10 to 16, ó ní nígbà tí ó ti bá ìyàwó Ùráyà sùn, ó bímọ, ó wá kà ó wá já sí àwẹ̀, ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbà àwẹ̀.
2 Samuel 12:10.
Yes.
Ǹjẹ́ nítorí náà idà kì yóò kúrò ní ilé rẹ títí láé nítorí pé ìwọ gàn mí,
Yes.
ìwọ sì mú aya
Ùráyà, yes.
Ùráyà ará Hítì láti fi ṣe aya rẹ. Báyìí ni Olúwa wí, kíyèsí èmi ò jẹ́ kí ibi kó dìde sí ọ láti inú ilé rẹ wá, èmi ò sì gba àwọn obìnrin rẹ lójú rẹ, èmi ò sì fi wọ́n fún aládùúgbò rẹ, òun ò sì bá àwọn obìnrin rẹ sùn níwájú oòrùn rẹ. Àti pé ìwọ ṣe é ní ìkọ̀kọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò ṣe nǹkan yìí níwájú gbogbo Ísírẹ́lì àti níwájú ọ.
Ó gbà àwẹ̀, but wọn ò gbọ́. Ọmọ yẹn bá papọ̀ ní 16, 17, 18.
Dáfídì sì bẹ Ọlọ́run nítorí ọmọ náà. Dáfídì sì gbààwẹ̀, ó sì wọ inú ilé lọ, ó sì dùbúlẹ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ ti òru náà. Àwọn àgbà ilé rẹ̀ sì dìde tọ̀ ọ́ lọ láti gbé dìde lórí ilẹ̀, ó sì kọ̀, kò sì bá wọn jẹun. Ó sì ṣe ní ijọ́ keje, verse 18, ọmọ náà sì kú. Àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Dáfídì sì bẹ̀rù láti wí fún un pé ọmọ náà kú, nítorí tí wọ́n wí pé kíyèsí, nígbà tí ọmọ náà ń bẹ láyé, àwa ń sọ̀rọ̀ fún òun kò sì gbóhùn wa. Ǹjẹ́ yóò sì ṣe ara rẹ̀ níṣe?
Yóò sì ṣe ara rẹ̀ níṣe.
Yóò sì ṣe ara rẹ̀ níṣe tó bí àwa bá wí fún un pé ọmọ náà kú. Nígbà tí Dáfídì sì rí i pé àwọn ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́, Dáfídì sì kíyèsí pé ọmọ náà kú. Dáfídì sì béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀ pé ọmọ náà kú bí? Wọ́n sì dá ní òun pé ó kú. Dáfídì sì dìde ní ilẹ̀, ó sì wẹ̀, ó sì fi òróró para, ó sì pààrọ̀ aṣọ rẹ̀, ó sì wọ inú ilé Olúwa lọ, ó sì wólẹ̀ sìn, ó sì wá sí ilé rẹ̀.
So automatically ibi tá a fi jà ní pé nígbà tá a dé bóyè sọ pé 100 days ó lè jọjọ́ kẹta lọ́lọ́run máa dá àwọn èèyàn lóhùn. Ní kí ni 100 days yẹn wà fún?
Fún àdúrà.
Ó pín oúnjẹ fún wọn. Irú eléyìí tẹ̀ kàn ń sè oúnjẹ ọjọ́ méje tí wọ́n máa fi ṣínu tó ń lọ bí 200 and something thousand mo máa san. Wọ́n máa jẹ́ lálálẹ́ àwọn aládùúgbò àjọpọ̀ máa jọ jẹ́ àṣepẹ́ talk. So kì í ṣe pé Redeemer ní mímọ́ báwẹ̀ ní Ìkẹjà àti wàá pinnu lọ́wọ́ family lẹ́yìn 8 tèmi gbogbo àwọn family ló máa pinnu mọ́wọ́ lálálẹ́ àti Sunday lẹ́yìn tó bá dẹ̀ tún láṣọ tèmi o ìmọ̀ Ọ̀túnba ní Kwara gbogbo wọn máa di báàgì aṣọ wa àwọn máa fi tọrẹ ẹ máa fi tọrẹ ẹ máa fi tọrẹ torí tá a bá ti kú wọn láṣọ òkú
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
tá a bá ti kú wọn ní ṣe kí ni aṣọ òkú then be nice. That's what he said in Isaiah 58. Isaiah 58 verse 6 to 10. Ó ní kì í ṣe irú àwẹ̀ yìí lòún gbà. Ó ní àwọn àwẹ̀ tí ó máa gbà tó máa sọ oúnjẹ tó ní jẹ inú ẹ̀ tó máa fi tú ọjà ìṣòro tó máa fún àwọn èèyàn ní nǹkan ọ̀fẹ́ irú àwẹ̀ tó lọ́n fẹ́ ni. Tó fẹ́ nìyẹn. Irú àwẹ̀ tí Ọlọ́run tó fẹ́ ni. Tó bá wo Nehemiah 1, 4 to 11. Then Mark 9 verse 29. Acts 13, 2 to 3. Then Acts 14, 23. Then Isaiah 58, 6 to 10. Then Isaiah 58. Then 15 to 18.
Nehemiah 1.
Yes.
Ó sì ṣe nígbà tí mo gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ mo jókòó mo sì sọ̀rọ̀ mo sì ṣọ̀fọ̀ ní iye ọjọ́ mo sì gbààwẹ̀ mo sì gbàdúrà níwájú Ọlọ́run ọ̀run mo sì wí pé èmi ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ Olúwa Ọlọ́run ọ̀run tí ó tóbi tí ó sì ní ẹ̀rù tí ń pa májẹ̀mú àti àánú mọ́ fún àwọn tí ó fẹ́ tí wọ́n sì ń pa òfin rẹ̀ mọ́ tẹ etí rẹ sílẹ̀ nísinsìnyí kí o sì ṣí ojú rẹ kí wọ́n ba lè gbọ́ àdúrà ìránṣẹ́ rẹ tí mò ń gbà níwájú rẹ nísinsìnyí tọ̀sán tòru fún àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì ìránṣẹ́ rẹ tí mo sì jẹ́wọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì tí a ti ṣẹ̀ sí ọ àti èmi àti ilé bàbá mi ti ṣẹ̀ àwa ti hùwà ìbàjẹ́ sí ọ àwa kò sì pa òfin àti ìlànà àti ìdájọ́ mọ́ tí wọ́n pa ní àṣẹ fún Mósè ìránṣẹ́ rẹ̀.
Anytime àwẹ̀ yìí kẹ̀rẹ́ àgùdọ̀ parọ́. You must not lie at all. Because in Los Angeles Ephesians 4, 24, 25. Ó dẹ̀ tún sọ nínú Romans 8, 26, 27. Romans 9, 23. Then Romans 11, the last 4 verses. Ó ní ta ló ti kọ́ fún Ọlọ́run rí tọ́lọ́run tí ò bá padà. So tá bá fìyà jẹra wa tá a jẹun láàárọ̀ tá a jẹun lọ́sàn-án tá a wá jẹ lálẹ́ tó bá dẹ̀ jẹun láàárọ̀ tó bá rí pé ẹ̀ẹ́dì ẹ̀ ò dáa o lè lo oògùn ẹ láàárọ̀ kó jẹun o ní jẹ tọ̀sán o ní jẹ tálẹ́ àwẹ̀ the same àwẹ̀ ibi tágbára ẹ bá gbé ni o
kò dúró.
kò ń ṣe 40 kò ń ṣe bó lè gba 40 bó lè gba 10 bó lè gba 2 ìwà rere ni ṣe ti yẹ so don't force anybody to fast but this is the time every Christian in the whole world all believers believe we are doing this for ourselves not for Christ. Even Jesus Christ fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And then when you look at what he said again in the book of that same John was telling us in the book of John 23, he said they want to be like Matthew 23, they want to be like Moses, but they cannot be Moses. Then 25, he said again that they want to be what? Is 16, he gave us talents. So we can go to work and come back easy. We can go to work. It's then you will sell them more. When I was a car dealer, I made more sales in fasting than another day. And we give. Christmas time and this time is time of giving. The Lord bless. Look at my brother, Sawiat, very good man. They put on their system microphone. It was even what we did in the morning. Everything was inside the microphone. When it was exactly 3 o'clock, I sent a message. He said, "My brother, don't be annoyed, because we are doing the same thing. We are doing the same thing now." So fasting is very, very important. God bless you.
To cite my 2 samples in what is going on in Nigeria. I have a petition that I wrote, through a lawyer. I submitted the petition. I gave lawyer money. He did not give money to the people that's supposed to approve the petition. So he pocketed the money. And the person that brought the lawyer is my own younger sister. So I didn't know that they all share the money among themselves, because the money I gave them is enough. Even the one that they will use, I have already calculated everything.
But they are not the person who can,
So
there's no truth in them.
And they cannot bring out truth.
So when I went to police headquarters, because if people are looking at the young police officers, junior ranking officer like constable, sergeant, inspector, ASP, will be labeling them that the only one that is corrupt, even the top. So when I went to the office, the overall that's supposed to sign my petition is DC, Deputy Commissioner of Police. So the woman that will take the petition to the table, the woman is a chief superintendent, so he just 2 rank away to DC. And the woman said, Madam will not sign your paper except to bring money. I have to carry the money and go to Madam. Instantly, I called the POS bring money. It was not like
Police has POS.
they have POS people in the whole station now. In Nigeria, you see them POS people that bring money for them. Even when you go to Zone 2, if you want to take 10 million, there's a man and a bookie who is in Zone 2. He will bring out the money and give. So I called the POS. So POS bring out the money. And instantly they take it to Madam. After 10 minutes, they have already approved it. And they tell me, oh, Madam have approved it. Now you have to give us money again so that we'll go and do the thing. So where I'm going is that in Nigeria, if people don't have money, even when they are right, they will deny them the right and send them to jail. The criminals and armed robbers will always use money and buy their way out. This is what is going on in Nigeria. And this is why when you look at what is happening in Rivers State now, Rivers State House of Assembly member, 27 members, they come to APC officially. And because they have a godfather, they have Wike, who use money to buy all the whole churches in Nigeria. You know, he told them to relax. Even they have defected officially. Even they were televised, they do everything that they are not part of PDP again. They are not in SC. Yeah, they are in the APC. So finally, we can follow the case for almost 2 years. They just got the judgment last week that all the people that they come, that they are authentic member of PDP, and they then were Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly. They call him Honorable Amebule, that he should return back as Speaker. Now there is a big crisis because the intention why he got that judgment just to remove the governor, but thank God the governor already done his own homework. You know, the people in the River State, including the former governors, all of them stood behind him that they will not allow Wike to remove him. This is what is going on. I told you that I have somebody in Abuja there. What they do, they will use name of different people to take land allocation, almost 1,000 names. When it's approved by the minister, they will bring it back. And that's selling it 100 million, 150 million. This is what they are doing. And with this kind of thing, is there any way this country will change? Because I can use Philippine president as an ego to Toti. He was the former president who left and then fly to Hong Kong. He was hiding in Hong Kong. Yesterday he came back. He was arrested at the airport. As soon as he is arrested, they flew him to Hague this morning. If you watch BBC or watch CNN, you see him. They flew him to Hague to go and answer the question of corruption and killings that he did to people of Philippines. And in Liberia, they took Charles Taylor to Hague also. But in Nigeria here, people live on corruption and we celebrate them because nobody is ready to come out and say what this man is doing is not good. Just like what you teach us earlier about Babangida, who wrote a book and people started to raise money. One of our own brother, they call him out to heaven, you know, he gave him 500 million. I was surprised. How will you give a corrupt man 500? And he was proud. He said, when that he knew Babangida when Obasanjo was in power. He knew him since 78, 79, when he was a military head of state. That Babangida was a good man. When he became head of state, he was sharing money. Sharing money. If we continue sharing money like this, that means my own generation, there is no hope except my children or the grandchildren. Because the corruption in Nigeria is rotating every day. People will say truth, they will not believe. What you are saying now, if you come on the maybe stadium now to say it, a lot of people will not be happy. Part of them that is stealing money, they will walk out because they don't want people that will be telling them the truth. Because in Nigeria is only country where you see people park money in the room. When they park the money, people will go outside their gates and they lie down like a beggar.
They're begging.
And they will be giving them money. And this money they park is money that belongs to everybody. The system here in Nigeria, if you don't have money, people, they will follow you up on the person that. But in foreign country, it's like there's a little changes because in abroad, like where I have lived before, you don't need to have money to have your case. You don't even need lawyer. What you need is just the truth and the witness. Somebody that witnessed that I am there when this thing was going on. Once you are able to have your witness, government is going to pass a judgment immediately. There's another thing I witnessed, like all the land we have everywhere. Maybe let me use this area as an example. Everybody's name is in the system. There is no money that will go and sell somebody's land. It is in the system, and that system cannot change. When you sell the land or you transfer it, you go to the system and change the name again. It's not like in Nigeria, you can see somebody will come up and say this land where they have built that is my own land. He will start following up with police, with court. Before you know it, he will get judgment against the original owner of the land. And that is the end. So what I'm trying to go now is that is there anything that is possible so that this country will change and our own children, because our own term now, I don't think we'll be able to have that benefit. Is there anything that will happen in future that these changes will come? And
Yes.
the country will be okay.
Thank you, sir.
He's a man of God.
Thank you, sir. When
Everybody come and see. I say come and hear. I don't carry and come. Better information, superb advertisement. We no get it right far. Oh, to get update and get informed. Oh, come to Celestial Half Hour. Celestial Half Hour TV. Now we be the best information carrier.